Alright, good evening everybody. Today I present you with... Today I present to you Descent, which is a great first-person shooter. It was the... I don't know if it was necessarily the exact first, but I think it was either the first or very close to the first first-person shooter that had entire 3D motion. It has a really cool sci-fi feel to it, and I enjoy this game a lot. I picked it up on GOG recently. I'm going to show you guys this in case any of you guys want to play along. I don't know how it is that I played this when I was a kid. I think I used the original keyboard settings, and like, I tried to play it that way now, and it was impossible. That same problem with the original Doom, too. I remember having this thing where I would put my pinky on the space bar and put my ring finger on Alt and middle finger on Shift and index finger on Control on my left hand, and then use the arrow keys with my right hand. That's how I used to do it, but I feel like I don't have the... Either my hands are bigger now, or not as flexible, maybe, because I'm older. So I can't really play it that way anymore, it feels like. So I played around with the controls in this game for a bit before I got something that felt relatively comfortable, and here's what I am doing. I am using the mouse, speaking of which, I may have to customize that too. Yeah. No, it's just fine. We'll have to check it out, because I may have to switch the invert one of these, but yeah, so there's the mouse settings, and here's the keyboard settings I found that seem to work pretty well. This way you kind of have your usual WASD config over here, then you have your bank keys just above, kind of tilt keys basically. I use the traditional lean keys, excuse me, and then back and forth, and sliding up and down I've got as R and V, which is not ideal, but seems to work pretty well. So we're going to start a new game on this, and I don't know, we'll play it for a while, see what happens. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to play it on Hotshot, medium difficulty. This is kind of... I always like this intro. There's the guy talking to you in your internal monologue. They needed me. They had the equipment I needed. Why does this fool keep battling? It's nice, and we got a little snark to it. And you mean contradictory objectives, don't you? They're hosed, and I'm the only one who can cut their losses. That's the trouble with working for the largest bureaucracy in human history. Thank you for small mercies. So, well, I'll mention it when we finish the first level, but this is interesting. Knocking out the reactors causes system-wide meltdown within a matter of seconds. So this, well, I guess I'll just mention it now. You may have watched my Let's Play of Air Fortress, and that dynamic is present in that game as well, and done really well in that one, and done really well in this one too. Yeah. Manufacturing new robots. And we get some intel, just basically some idea of what these enemies look like. no further info. If they were designed to pick up rubble, why do they have mass driver rifles? So here's the exit that we have to look for. Like in Air Fortress, there's one exit, and you better darn well find it before you destroy the reactor. Yeah. It's kind of a suicide mission. You also are in high recognition. So basically we're going to go through the moon and all of the planets and eventually get to Pluto, which at the time of the game this game was made, it was still technically a planet, but now it's, what, a dwarf planet? Yeah, nothing about reinforcements. This isn't good. Yeah. We feel you should know that intelligence reports indicate the convergence point is Earth. Oh, of course it is. Material defender, prepare for descent. Yep, Lunar Outpost level 1 descent insertion. So this first level is kind of just a shakedown. I'm sure Alt F2 is save game. So stream 1. Oh. And yes, I am going to... Oh boy. Options menu F2. I am going to flip the up and down on the mouse. Oh, and the other thing to note is that I set the mouse sensitivity to 200 on the DOSBox configurator. So either you might want to do that, or pick a level that works for you, and you may have to do that in the DOSBox configuration file if you're not using the GOG version. One cool thing. Nicely destructible environments. And they really do make use of the 3D-ness. Not too much. Like, it's not too ridiculous in the first couple levels. Wow, these things are really after me. When I was a kid, I used to play this on the second easiest difficulty level, which frankly was a lot easier. So your basic laser uses your energy source as a source of ammunition. Other weapons will use actual ammunition. So it's important to keep an eye on not just your shield levels, but also your energy levels. Because frankly, we're going to be using the laser a lot, especially once we upgrade it. Grab this energy over here. So you'll start each level with 100 energy and 100 shield, I think. I don't think that your bonuses carry over, but you can get higher than 100% under the normal course of events. And we're going to try to keep things as decked out as possible. Whoa! Oh, this friggin' guy. Yeah, they got transparent, like, grates and stuff that you can shoot through as well. And then, yeah, that can happen too. That's just a little loop that we can't really do anything with yet. But it does give us a view into the reactor room, which is kind of nice. Anything we can do to thin out the enemies in there. On this difficulty level, the enemies are actually fairly quick on the draw. Not bad. And they dodge a lot more, too. There's a definite significant difference between this and the next lowest level down. which at least I remember as being much easier. One trick that you can kind of use to determine what's going on in like hit and run tactics is when you knock out an enemy, you get points over in the upper right corner of the screen, and if you see that, you can tell whether your shots connected and took the enemy out. Like, see, I didn't take him out, so he's still gonna be there. But that took him. So you can use that for hit and run tactics. It's a little helpful. And in the later levels, I'm gonna need all the help I can get, because this game does get pretty hard. One interesting thing that's worth noting is that you do have multiple lives. And I don't know why they set that up that way, because... Whoa! Because, I mean, frankly, there's a, save anywhere feature, so you may as well just, save frequently and reload if you die, because you lose a lot of progress if you die. And it's not like... I mean, as long as I'm not saving every 10 seconds, I feel like it's not cheating to use the save function. I don't know. You may think differently. So here's a recharge station. Most levels, at least the early ones, will have one of these. Where is he? There he is. Oh boy. You'll also notice that a lot of the secret stuff, you can kind of see seams in the wall. That is a useful indicator. I will be using that a lot. Another thing to note, doors that you have to blow up, and hostages to rescue. So if we die with the hostages on board, we lose them for the actual, mission. Like they don't respawn if we die. So we're gonna have to be careful now because we got people on board. I gotta figure out where the heck I'm supposed to go. I must be missing something obvious. Let's just check around some more. This is a locked door. Oh, right, there's that way. Oops, dang it. Small advantage that you have is that the enemy shots move fairly slowly. Some shooting. You'll notice that the enemies occasionally drop pickups, but not too frequently. So it's very much a trick of finding hidden stashes. Down. Another one down. But I think there's, yeah. And yes, the lava will hurt you if you run into it. So I will be endeavoring not to let that happen. Let's see. I don't think I've checked this out yet. Well, this just is it is. So what I need to do is... Oh, yeah, you have flares. I forgot about that. So there's actually dynamic lighting in this game, which is actually pretty cool. for its time. And here is our first non-laser weapon, the Vulcan Cannon. And we will not be using it right now because, man, it chews through ammo like crazy. The one advantage that it has is that its shots move basically instantaneously across the field, so you can use it to I think that... Yeah, there's another hole here. Is it the same area? It looks like it might be. Yeah, we didn't get ambushed, so... Alright, so we've got the red key now, which will let us open up this door. Nice, we got it. So far, so good. Even with this set of controls, my fingers still cramp up a bit. Alright, here we are. I think this is... one down. Very much like Air Fortress, the yeah, very much like Air Fortress, the reactor does shoot at you. So, you know, stay safe. Alright, we got 40 seconds to get out. Unfortunately, this level is really easy to exit. And then we get a nice little sequence, kind of like Air Fortress. Boom. There we go. Level 1 complete. So we'll do the next one too. Lunar Scilab, low infestation, monitor coded subspace channel for updates, which is not a real thing. Alright, let's try this level out. They drop us some concussion missiles and energy right off the bat, which is nice. One other advantage that you have is that the enemies don't seem to be able to open doors. So the central part of this level has kind of a cross-shaped thing going on. So we're just going to have to kind of do things systematically. So this is the opening. This is where we came from. That's also a door we can't open. We're gonna start out this other top one because it's the only other way. nearly got me. Oh, still someone shooting at me. We'll be seeing a lot of those blue guys in the first couple of levels, and they can be dangerous in groups. They are not pushovers. We just, yeah. Another thing I like about this game is the soundtrack. It's just right, you know? Like, it's just right. Thing is that the gameplay feels really fair. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's like, if you make mistakes, you take damage, and if you don't pay attention to that, you will die. Even in these first couple of levels, I had some cases where I, like, lost track of... Like, I forgot to dodge, you know? And, like, they hide enemies in corners and stuff, but, like, they don't just spawn out of nowhere. Like, if you run into a room blind, you will get hit, but... Alright. So we're doing pretty well right now. We got about 171 shield points, which is nice. That's a lot. Oh, is it decaying? Did it decay? Or did it drop when I hit the wall? No. I don't know what the deal is with that. Now, if I look at the map, I haven't gone this way. Yeah, the map is nice in 3D, too. It's very, very good. Especially for the time this game came out. This was pretty darn amazing at the time. I mean, when I first played this game, it was, you know, I had played Doom and, like, Wolfenstein. But those aren't really, like, fully 3D. Doom is tricky. Doom plays tricks to make it 3D, but laser upgrade. So now our laser will do a little bit more damage and makes a different sound. It's a nice little improvement. Come on. I'm just kind of trying to look for... Oh boy. You gotta watch out. You see that this is like a corridor up here, actually. Well, maybe it's not. It could have been populated by enemies. Even if it isn't, actually. Well, this is where I came from. Yeah, so the 3D-ness of the levels gives them a lot of, I don't know how to describe it. It gives them a lot of interesting stuff going on. Come on. Did I get him? I guess I got him. Huh. Here's another laser upgrade. And a bunch of Vulcan ammo. And some more concussion missiles. So now I have a level 3 laser. And there's more bonus stuff up here. And another Vulcan cannon. So we're running low on energy, so I'm going to switch over to the Vulcan cannon for a little while. I mean, why not, right? I got 7,500 rounds for it. You will see that these rounds go fast. Okay. There's a door that we haven't explored through yet. That'd be this one. Come on. So we can grab some proximity bombs and some energy. The advantage of the Vulcan cannon is that it doesn't use up energy at all. It has its own ammunition, so very nice for times where you're low on energy and don't have a recharge station nearby. Okay. Now that's the beginning of the level. And we've gone around that way and we've gone around that way. We've kind of explored those areas. So we're gonna head over here. I probably shouldn't have wasted that ammo. Where's that fire coming from? Exit through the door? But you can clearly see that I have already used up a lot of my ammo. Yeah, I've already used up almost 2,000 rounds, so... You'll also notice that even though there's 3 digits for my concussion missiles, I think you're limited to 10 for now, at least. Here's a recharge station that we don't actually need. We'll just go through it just to make sure there's no enemies in the area. Then, let's see. We came from here. We still got some enemies running around. So I'm actually taking quite a few hits, which is not acceptable. Unfortunately, the concussion missiles, despite their name, don't do a whole lot of splash damage. It would be really nice if they did more, but whatever. So be it. Now we've got a red card, and we got a few homing missiles, which are nice. But I'll switch back to concussion missiles for now. They're probably a little bit overkill. If I run out of concussion missiles, this is not really that big of a loss. They're pretty common. Okay, so I think, if I am not mistaken... Wait, what's that? No, that's the news. Alright. Yeah, I think we're ready to complete the level. So you'll notice there's some sneaky doors here. And you'll also notice that the exit is right there. When I actually played this for the first time recently, I did not find that exit. I ended up going through the rest of the level. And you won't believe it, but I think we've actually maxed our laser at this point. Whoa. I hear him. I hear him. And there's the reactor itself. Oops, I put out a bomb. Yeah, entirely by accident. That sucked. So, splash damage will hurt you in this game. So it's important to be very cautious about it. We're maxed out at 10 homing missiles now. Here's a cloaking device, which I guess it's kind of late for us to use it now, but whatever.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
That's it. They're down. And let's get out of here. Oh, man. Lunar Scilab destroyed. Now we are headed to the lunar military installation. Oh. Oh, I guess our shield does carry over. So that's actually a big incentive to get things right. But I think that's probably a pretty good run for today. 2 levels in Descent. We'll try to do 2 levels each run. So naturally, the runs will get longer as time goes on. So I guess look forward to levels 3 and 4 next week. That's actually as far as I've gotten in the on my own too. So I'll probably want to do some practicing levels. I gotta keep ahead so that I. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed some time with Descent, and yeah, I hope you will come back next time and we can shoot some robots together. Have a good one. See y'all later. Bye.